You think you are the smartest of your friend squad, but they just underestimate you. Well, with TFT you can show them how much they are wrong by outsmarting them. In this game, everyone will try to build the strongest team in order to be the last survivor and claim the victory. When you start a game, you will join everyone in the carousel to pick your very first champion and first item component. If someone tries to take your unit, make sure to spam click in order to get the unit. Why is it so important? It's all about the psychological battle and the mental advantage over your friend.
You didn't get it, loser.
Once the time is over, everyone jumps on their own board and the game will really start. In TFT, we have one battle per round and the game is separated by stages. The stage 1 has only 3 rounds where each player only faces monsters, and then starting stage 2 the players will face each other. You can see on the screen the board which is split in two. You have your opponent's board and yours, where you can position your own unit. At the top of the screen you can see the round as a stage. On the left side you can see the synergies. These are powerful bonuses you can activate based on the units you have on the board. And then on the right you can see all the players and their current health. Don't underestimate these cute faces because they just want to take you down. Yeah, I know you wanna fight your friend right away, but actually you need to be a bit more patient. These PvE rounds will give you a lot of resources like gold, items, sometimes powerful units as well, so you really need to fight them in order to have a bigger and stronger team before fighting your friend. And finally, at the bottom you can see the shop. At the beginning of each round, the shop will show you 5 cards, or 5 units if you prefer. The units included in your shop are random, but it follows the odds displayed here. The odds show the probability of each card to show a specific tier. If you look at this table, you can see that the higher the level of your little legend, the more chance you can find higher tier units in your shop. And these ones are obviously more powerful. You can easily recognize a champion's tier by looking at the main color of the card. Another important part is that you can decide to refresh your shop, or roll like we say in TFT, for 2 gold in order to have 5 fresh random units, and you can also spend 4 gold in order to buy 4 XP, which will help you to achieve higher level faster to get better odds to find more powerful units. You might realize that you can buy multiple times the same units, and you should. In fact, all units in your shops are only 1-star champions, but if you buy 3 of the same, then it becomes a 2-star champion, which is much more powerful. And you can imagine that if you ever manage to get 3 times the same 2-star champion, then you can create a 3-star champion, which is the most powerful version of this unit. This is why you always try to start the game by getting as many 2-star units as possible to have a strong early game team. I can also suggest you to play units with shared synergies like Jade, Assassin, Dragomancer, Mage and Reveal, because these will be easier to play. I will release a guide very soon where I'll give you all the tips to help you to have a perfect early game, and you will be surprised how impactful early games are. So make sure to subscribe to this channel or to check the video at the end of this beginner friendly guide.
Oh, this is stage 2. I can finally destroy them like they destroyed my ego. Huh? What is that?
The set 7 also has the augment mechanic, just like the set 6, but with some differences. At stage 2-1, 3-2 and 4-2, you will be offered 3 augments and you have to choose only one. These are either powerful fight bonuses or bonuses to gain more gold or items. Once you choose one, you keep it for the whole game, so make sure to make the smartest choice here. And in case you don't like any of the 3 offered choices, you can decide to reroll the 3 choices only once per game. Okay, now the real fight starts. You will randomly face the other players each round. You can check on the right the little source to see who you can potentially face the next turn. If you lose a fight, you will lose health depending on how many units you didn't manage to kill. So if your friend has little souls below his little legend, make sure to have the strongest board possible to smack him. If you win a PvP fight, you automatically earn 1 gold. You can also earn passive income by keeping your gold up to 5 gold per turn. I mean passive income in the game, not in real life, unfortunately. And you can earn up to 3 more gold per turn if you manage to have a full win streak or full loss streak. Make sure to get at least 10 gold per turn as fast as possible by reaching your gold interest and by making long win or loss streaks. I have mentioned the item components multiple times, And now it's time to give you a proper explanation. There are 9 item components in the game, and if you combine 2 of them, you can create an item that grants more combat stats and a specific power to the owner of the item. You can equip up to 3 items on any unit, and actually you will always try to equip 3 items on your most important units to make them as powerful as possible. I highly suggest you to check the item table to learn more about the items. You will find out that some items are better for physical damage carries like Deathblade or Last Whisper, or AP damage carries like Ravenant Deathcap or Spear of Charging. There are also defensive items and support items. Try to make a good balance between offense and defense, and try also to give the right items to the right units. For instance, units like Karma or Rise will prefer AP items, or items with mana like Blue Buff. Don't try to give them a Deathblade because they will perform very poorly with it. Another tip is to make sure you have never more than 3 item components sleeping on your bench. Make sure to combine them starting stage 2-1 to have a stronger team and grow your advantage from here. You have different ways to get items. You can get them from the carousels, from the PvE rounds, from the specific augments if you choose them, and finally from the stage 4-7 Treasure Dragon. In this round, your shop will change its appearance and you will have displayed some items and sometimes gold or any consumables. You can either to decide to choose them all or to roll the shop by paying 1 gold. You can reroll the shops as much as you want as long as of course you have enough gold. After the Treasure Dragon, you should have around 6 or 7 completed items. In order to avoid this, I'm going to give you the 2 most used strategies in order to navigate from early game to late game without losing too much health if you manage to do it properly. I'm just going to give you an overview, but I'm going to release a video where I go really in depth with these strategies, and if you're interested again, check this video at the end of this one or subscribe to the channel if it's not released yet. The fast S strategy is the one that requires you to push level 6 at stage 3-2, level 7 at stage 4-1, and level 8 at stage 4-5. Or 5-1 depending on your economy. The idea is to have a really good odds to find the 4 cost and 8 cost dragons at level 8 and build a strong late game comp from here. Between these rounds you will try to always stay close to 50 gold to generate tons of gold in order to have the resources to keep up with this pace. Don't forget to roll a bit after each time you level up in order to improve your board with 2-star units or new units. This strategy is really good if you want to play Corki or Xayah for instance. While the fast A strategy is designed to push the levels as fast as possible to have a good quality shop with a lot of powerful units, the slow roll strategy is the complete opposite. The slow roll strategy is all about keeping the level as low as possible in order to find a lot of cheap units to make them into 3-star units. Your aim during early game is to reach 50 gold as fast as possible without investing any gold into XP. And then, every round use the extra gold above 50 gold to roll and buy the units you need. The trainer synergy is a really good comp for this strategy because you want to stay as low level as possible to have good odds of finding Heimerdinger and Tristana. Once you find the 3-star units you want, you gain an incredible power spike and you can then start investing your gold into XP and try to find some late game units in order to finish your game with the top 1. As a smart TFT player, you will learn to adapt your strategy based on the situation you are facing, and with the experience you are going to execute your strategy perfectly. But if you want to hack the game and gain more experience immediately in order to win your first games, then I highly suggest you to watch my economy and leveling guide, and if it's not appearing now on the screen, then subscribe to my channel because it's going to come very soon.
This guy's kind of free.
Oh, what the fuck is this?